Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I believe we have a couple people in the bushes. Hey, Tiki. Hey, Never In. Hey, Laura. Welcome, 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 guys. I had needed a minute to get my coffee. I'm still a little congested. It's this season, my allergies are always out of whack. So I apologize if I have to kind of go in and out. Shout out to everybody. I hope notifications went out. Hey, Kitty Coo. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let me do a little intro to give people some time to get in here. Hey, Chico, welcome everybody. Make sure you're hitting the like button. We have to talk about this case and just the craziness. We've been covering it, and it's been a bit crazy. Hey, everybody. Hey, Bossy. Oh, man. Let's see. You said you knew the grandmother did it. Hold up. And had done it. It's bad news for the family all around. Reminds me of a few other cases where a mom orchestrates murder of their in-laws to control the custody of the children. Hey, Jessica, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Thank you. Ooh, you like my cat eyes? I try, man. I think I went a little crazy, but we did a little cat eye action. Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Look, this first of all, the news broke yesterday of 4 arrests. 4 arrests. Okay. And we had been following it, I think, since what, last week, where you had two missing women. One of them, Jilian Kelley, was with mom to go supervise these court order visits. Kelley knew Veronica from like church. And so she was kind of like a court appointed supervisor. So when that situation happened, a lot of bloggers were pulling out the court paperwork of this custody battle. So there's been this ongoing custody battle, and the grandmother's one of the ones that's arrested at this point. Can we say that? Now, some of you guys in the chat last time we met, you guys said, Rabbit, this is like a Donna Adelson situation. Who said it? It is bananas. You said, Messy Beautiful Ball said, I knew his family was involved. But don't forget that even the son, the father of these children, had said, listen, mom has tried to kidnap these kids before from me. You said yes, the granny and her goon squad, Chico. It's a really sad situation. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Let's start with the Daily Beast, okay? And then we're going to start with News Nation. And you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments as we're giving commentary to this news. So we have a grandma 3 others arrested for the murder of missing Kansas mothers. Okay, so when I saw this like mugshot dropped, first of all, why the hell is this motherfucker right here smiling? Can y'all let me know why is he smiling? What is this? Right, Chelsea? It's like Donna Adelson vibes. Thank you, Bossy, for renewing your membership. Thank you, thank you. Donna Adelson vibes, right? But this guy's like smiling, you guys. Anyways, all right. So 4 arrests have been made in the disappearance of 2 Kansas moms, with the grandmother of one of the women's kids charged in connection with their murders. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations announced Saturday, so that was yesterday. Tiffany Adams. Now, Tiffany Adams, I had pulled. Listen, those court docs are everywhere at this point. And the last time we went live, I struggled to even put her name out there like that. Like I didn't want to, dox and accuse her. Now she is look, she's arrested. So keep that in mind. I didn't want to dox or anything, but the lady is fucking whack. This grandmother is whack. I'm just gonna say that. We'll look at those court docs now that her name is out there. I feel a little bit better about, giving her a name on these court docs. So she's the grandmother of the missing woman Veronica Butler's children, who was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree on Saturday. Her boyfriend, Thad, and the 2 other friends, Cora and Cold, were also arrested on the same charges. So they never even made it to their destination stop. Y'all know that? Chico, thank you for being a member for 16 months. Chico says, hit that damn like button right now because we got to talk about this. Sarah, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Y'all, I am still congested, so I apologize if I have to take some pauses. I have so many things going on. Have they? Well, I don't think so. It is, right, DJ? Like, they to kill or murder the mother of, like, listen, to go to that extent, to do this is crazy to me. You think they made it and then they were shot and then they were taken? No, no, no. It's just crazy. It is sad. Hey, Erica, it is sad. Hey, Cheeks, everybody, thank you for coming in. All right, so yeah, no bodies yet, you guys. They have not found the bodies. So I'm hoping that they'll start ratting on each other pretty soon. Like once they realize that the heat is pretty bad, I'm hoping that they'll talk to like they'll just say, well, so and so did it, and then they start kind of doing it that way. But they left these kids without a mother, right? And this mother was very close in getting custody of her children. So for all this shit to go like this, and just imagine what this grandmother has been saying to these children too. Like, I don't know, you guys. This is just crazy. But hey. Okay, so those are the 4, and then we have Veronica disappeared. For those that don't know the story, she disappeared last month while trying to pick up her kids with her acquaintance. Now, the acquaintance who is literally there to just help her out has nothing to do with like the custody thing. Nothing to do with the custody thing. Yes, we're gonna get there. I promise y'all. Nothing to do with this custody thing, right? The acquaintance is somebody who was trying to help everybody with the court situation. She's from the church. She's also missing? That's crazy. It is another horror story, right? Mm. Let's keep reading. So the acquaintance, her name is Jilian Kelley, 39. At the time of her and Kelly's disappearance, they were en route to Ava, Oklahoma, where her children have been staying. Butler was involved in an ugly custody battle with the father of her children that grew heat not long before the 2 mothers disappeared. 10 days before she vanished, Butler had filed for more visitation rights and was seeking full custody of her kids. Butler and Kelley still have not been found, though authorities located their abandoned vehicles weeks ago and determined there was evidence to indicate foul play. In the middle of nowhere, you had people out there saying there's no cell service over there. That's how bad this is. Like there's no cell service. And it was very vast. And y'all remember that somebody left the cross out there? Like it was just like, well, have they been pronounced dead? We were all kind of freaking out the last time we went live, right? Hi. Butler and Kelley still have not been found, though authorities located their abandoned vehicle and determined there was evidence to indicate foul play. The OSBI said in their statement sources told News Nation that there was pools of blood on the ground near the place the abandoned car was found, as well as bloodstains inside the car. Although law enforcement haven't confirmed this. Y'all remember that was like a rumor or whatever. So at this point, we have an arrest. That's just crazy to see people do this to each other, families do this to each other, and the audacity of this grandmother. Let's go into News Nation right now and see what they are reporting.
Welcome back, everyone. New this morning, multiple arrests have been made involving the two women who disappeared in Oklahoma 2 weeks ago. Nancy Liu joining us from Hugoton, Kansas with the latest. Good morning, Nancy.
Good morning, Hannah. It's sure to be an emotional Sunday service here at First Christian Church in Hugoton. This is where the husband of Jilian Kelley is the lead pastor. The entire community now is grieving following 2 weeks of hope that Kelley and Veronica Butler would be found safe. Well,
Wow.
four under arrest for first-degree murder and other felony charges. 54-year-old Tiffany Adams, her boyfriend, Tad Cullum, and Cole and Cora Twombly. The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations is not revealing details about the suspects' alleged crimes or what happened, but a custody fight may be linked to it all. Tiffany Adams is the grandmother of the two children Butler was on her way to see on March 30th, and Adams had bitterly fought against more visitation. A custody hearing was set for next week when Butler was expected to seek full custody.
Wow.
Kelley was among four court-appointed supervisors for Butler's visitations. They never made it to the usual pickup point at an abandoned gas station in Texas County, Oklahoma. Well, that's where our News Nation crew captured this exclusive footage of law enforcement closing in on the suspects.
Now, why? Listen, they're bringing up, they're using these to go search and bring up the suspect. I would be concerned. That's like military, right? What's up with this?
To execute the four arrest warrants in both Texas and neighboring Cimarron County. We spotted more than 20 police and SWAT
That's
vehicles at
crazy.
one point, following them to various locations outside the Twombly's property. We heard an officer on a loudspeaker announcing, "We have a warrant for your arrest."
We have a warrant for your arrest. That's what they did. They announced it. They were ready. They said, if you got guns, we're ready to go. This is like, it looks kind of like Waco, the way this is being set up right here, y'all. This is crazy.
All officers appeared heavily armed and prepared for a gunfight in case of resistance. They also seemed wary of all who approached, drawing guns to turn people back, including us. Tiffany Adams and the others are now behind bars at the Texas County Jail. They also face charges of kidnapping and conspiracy to commit murder.
They need to check those pig farms. Y'all remember that? Because you guys were saying, Rabbit, they got to check those pig farms. There's pig farms in that area. Like, I hate to put that out there, but at this point, I didn't even know. We didn't even think that grandmother would have been connected in any way. Dizzy Dementia's like, yes, check those pig farms. And that Ellen says, what's up with some of these grandmothers wanting all control over their grandchildren? Over the years, there have been so many cases to count. Well, Joe says never trust the pig farms. I don't know, like it's interesting. Like, even with the whole Donna Adelson situation, that whole case was just crazy to me. But this is definitely giving that vibes too. You said he's a butcher? Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, that looks like Waco. Or did they? I don't know, but Mountain, isn't that? And I'm wondering, were the kids in the house when they were doing this? So did the kids have to see all of this shit that went down? Like, that's just traumatic. Your own mother? You said, Rico said, Granny moving like a mobster. I know it does, but people were saying SW, like, you kind of have to wonder if there is, because they're in that area, they have to check those areas too. I don't know. Chrissy, you're so right. Sorry, y'all. I want to include you in the conversation. What's wrong with these people? It doesn't take a genius to figure out. You'll be the first person they'll look at. Mm. You thought it was grandma all along? They need to check the property in New Mexico owned by the boy. She has a variety of properties, right? Yeah, you can see them being protected over the kids, but grandmother, but this is just, it's an extent. It's just like to the extent to do all this. It is a horror film. Absolutely. Jordy T does, my grandmother wanted control over my sister and myself. My childhood was shit, and I left at 17 because of it. Wow. Nicole says the mother was endangering the children's welfare. I think they were just making sure they didn't get back it put in that situation. Nicole, wait, say what? Let me understand your statement. You said the mother, Veronica Butler, was endangering the children's welfare. I think they were just making sure they didn't get put back in that situation. I don't know how I feel about your comment, but okay. Say more if you know more, please.
Indicating they allegedly plotted the killings. OSBI is not providing details on what led to the suspect arrests or their alleged roles in what happened. Now, the agency is also not revealing yet whether they've located or recovered the women's remains. But Hannah, definitely a tragic ending that many had feared.
Yeah, I know you've been on top of this story. Nancy Lou, thank you so much. Thanks for
Listen,
watching.
I would agree with you on that one. Mountain Mama, absolutely no reason to unalive a mother of an innocent lady who was just there trying to, help her acquaintance friend. There's no reason for that. Like, I'm sure, I'm not saying that Veronica was a great mother. We don't know, but it had court oversight for somebody to take steps to try to do anything. It's just crazy to me. It's just crazy to me. I truly hope that there's justice for this whole situation. I mean, I don't know, guys. I mean, let me know your thoughts. And the fact that there's 4 arrested and one of them includes the mother, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Like, you can't get any worse than this. And we were speculating, did they mean foul play? Did they ever make it there? What happened exactly? Who did what? We were very much speculating. Okay? But this, shout out to this Facebooker, and I'm going to show you guys her page because she's been following this for quite some time. And she says, let me make my screen bigger. She says, ooh, I lost it. Still missing. This was 5 days ago. So keep that in mind, time frame wise. Where are Jilian Kelley and Veronica Butler? Court documents and briefs can be one-sided. I love that she put this out here. Facts and screenshots below have been pulled directly from the defendant and petitioner statements in Butler versus Adam. Adam is the grandmother, Tiffany Adam. Now, I don't feel any type of way about putting her name out there because it's already out there through the arrest, okay? Thank you, Wim. Shout out to Wim who just gifted 5 memberships. Shout out to Wim. Love you, Wim. I hope you're doing well. If you got a membership from Wim, put a heart in the chat, please, and thank you. She says, these are statements directly from defendant and petitioner statements in Butler versus Adam. Wrangler Rickman's mother, that's grandmother, that's Tiffany, and children of the grandmother. And Rickman versus Butler, okay? In the children's best interest, I'm not going to detail about specific allegations made. I'm not making direct accusations. I'm laying out the facts, okay? Let me tell you what they said, and let me make myself smaller. They said Butler has accused Rickman's mother, this is Veronica Butler, had accused Tiffany Adam of child stealing. This was before we found out about these arrests. Adam refuted this by claiming Butler needed a third party for visitation and did not bring one. All right. So here is Jilian Kelley being this third party visitor trying to help out the situation. And this is the grandmother using this excuse to get in between this. Okay? Keep that in mind. And I will acknowledge everybody here in a minute. Shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you. But let me get through this. Wrangler Cole Rickman has accused his own mother via Facebook of withholding the children from her and Butler. Adam refuted this claim. See above. Okay, so we'll look at those documents in a minute. Tiffany Adam was filing an official petition for guardianship for the children and stated that her son gave up the children for drugs, partying, and other degenerate behavior. Rickman was previously granted emergency temporary custody because of a violation concerning Butler's brother. Now, allegedly, it had been put out there that Veronica Butler's brother had done something to the children. We don't know the specifics of that, so keep that in mind. But Veronica, in Veronica's defense, she was complying with those orders, right? She was bringing another person to mediate and check out the visitation. She wasn't just going about taking her kids, and she was trying to comply. So for this to happen to her, it's just mind-boggling to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just mind-boggling. Then, here we go. Let's keep going. Then she says, where was I at? Butler's lawyers claim at that time Adam had not yet filed anything. So if grandmother wanted full custody of any of the children, why didn't she go ahead and file stuff? She hadn't done anything at the time of this filing. Butler claimed Adam has canceled visitation with the children and not scheduled makeups in the last few months. So mom is trying to schedule these visitations and do these visitations with their children, and grandmother was canceling them and wasn't allowing her to have visits. Like, she's like, you can't keep my children. What are you fucking doing? This is what I'm talking about. The crazy part of this is that there was red flags on this grandmother for quite some time. And why didn't the court step in and be like, listen, this is temporary. Veronica hadn't lost her rights. Why didn't the court pick up on this? Why didn't the professionals involved pick up on this and say, I'm a little confused and concerned about what this grandmother is doing. She's not even helping this mother schedule these visits, reschedule them. And Bossy, that's a great question. Where are these kids right now? Were these kids present when all of this went down with the police, when they had to take them in for an arrest? Where are these kids? They were never in a safe environment, you guys. Never, never, never. Never in a safe environment. If the grandmother was doing all this, you kind of have to wonder, what was she saying to these kids while they were there? Was she poisoning them? Was she saying different things to them? You kind of have to wonder that. Was anybody checking that, determining that? And then the son, Tiffany Adams' son, the father of these children, had posted up before on Facebook that his mother was keeping the kids away from everybody, from Veronica and from him. And nobody picked up on this. Come get this commentary. Thank you, Kiva. Gifted a membership. Make sure you guys put a heart in the chat if you got a membership from Kiva. And Kiva has also been a member for 21 months. Lord have mercy, that's a long time. Have I really been around that long? Excuse me, guys. My allergies are crazy. 1 second. I had to clear my throat. I didn't want to do that on the mic. Kiva, thank you so much for your support. And Train Monkey, 13 months, says, thank you for everything, Rabbit. Thank you for supporting my channel. Train Monkey, Kiva, Wim, Bossy, Jessica, Chico, everybody for being here. You guys are awesome. And Sarah Lynn, thank you as well. All right. Let's get it together. Are we ready? You said, how old are the kids? Oh, so I know one of the kids, I'll have to look back. Don't quote me. But I believe, wasn't it like one of them was 6 and 8? No, 6 and 7, I believe. Like they were very close together. So the kids will now be in custody of the state. Thank you. This bullshit, now here we are. The kids will now be in custody of the state. And the goal may be permanent commitment, so they can't be adopted by another family member or somebody else. So which one is it? You know, Roy, and I know CPS, we can blame CPS a lot on this, but let's look. You can only blame CPS for so long. There were other professionals that were involved. You had attorneys on both sides. You had a judge. Like, the buck stops at CPS typically, but let me tell you something. If you have so many professionals and you know that there's a contentious custody dispute, you can't just say, well, CPS didn't pick up on this. No, everybody didn't pick up on this. Everybody. I bet you dad has an attorney, mom had an attorney, those kids possibly had an attorney, depending on what the status is. We don't know. So it has to extend from everybody because it always stops at CPS. And although I can agree to a certain extent, but there are other people that have contact with these kids. CPS is always the last resort, but it's always the blame game for them. And let me tell you, as former CPS, I get it, but I'm going to tell you this. There's always other people involved. It's not just one party. It's not just CPS. Everybody failed these kids. The family failed these kids. The father failed these kids. The fucking judicial system failed these kids. Everybody did. Everybody. So that's kind of my spiel on that. But anyways, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading, okay? Let me get off my soapbox. All right, so Butler claimed, so this is mom, she had claimed that Adam, Tiffany, had canceled visits with the children. So grandmother was trying to stop visitation between her and kids, okay? But she wouldn't reschedule these visits. What attorney didn't pick up on that? That's my question. What attorney didn't file anything or say something to say, like, you need to do something, court? You need to court order this. Like, people aren't, I don't know. It's just crazy to me. And why didn't they go to a specific police station or somewhere so that they could meet halfway if there was a safety component to this? Right? Because if Jilian, who was clearly just a bystander right there, she's helping Veronica with these visits, and she's just somebody, Jilian is just somebody that's like helping out, right? Now she's become a victim of this. And we don't even know because we don't have any bodies quite yet. Jilian is a court approved, she's supervising these visits. So now she's become a victim of this. If you have a court approved supervisor, there's a safety component to this, okay? If you have a court appointed supervisor, why are they doing the visits halfway? Like, why aren't they at a police station? See, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, beautiful Missy Ball. She says the Four Corners meetup location was a court order location, but why? If you have somebody supervising visits, it's either they have to meet where it's a public area like a DHS building or a police station. That's the point that I don't understand. I get that that was the point, but there's clearly a safety concern. Like, why were they meeting there? Why did the court say it was okay for her to meet there? Anybody? Let me know. See, that's where I'm going with this one. And it was an abandoned gas station. Get the fuck out of here. So anything could have happened to these women. We don't even know if they made it there, right? Like, people have said, you said public place, right? But if there is somebody there to supervise visits, the supervision in itself should have been the red flag for the court, for those professionals involved to have said, you know what? It needs to be at a police station. That's just my thought. But listen, I'm not party to the case. I'm just letting you know by experience what I've seen. Okay? All right, so let's keep going. So Butler claims Adam has canceled the visitations. We read that. There was a hearing set for Tiffany Adam, the grandmother, and Veronica Butler on November 15th of 2023. And Adam requested a motion for continuance. One day later, Wrangler Cole, which is the father, was arrested on November 16, 2023 for possession of a firearm after a felony charge. Adam canceled Butler's visitation on March 16th of 2024. So grandmother canceled mom's visitation on March 16th of 2024. Almost a month ago. Almost a month ago. There was a hearing scheduled for April 17th of 2024 for Butler to have overnight visits unsupervised and increase with her children. So the court and those party professionals involved felt like mom was ready to have unsupervised visits, overnights, And what happened here? She goes, right? There was a hearing scheduled for April 17th, this April 17th, this month, that was supposed to happen for Butler to have overnights with her own children, unsupervised visits, and increased visits with their children. What happened? Never took place. We're not even on the 17th yet, right? We're not even on the 17th yet. Butler and Adam agreed to meet halfway for pickup and drop off at the Children's at Elkhart, Kansas, instead of the Four Corners, as it was closer for both parties. The car was found abandoned near Highway 94 and Road L near Elkhart. Jilian Kelley, a court-appointed supervisor in front of Butler, of Mom, seemingly is not involved in anything other than the supervising the visits. So she's just a casualty. That's what this is looking like at this point. I will continue to pray for these women and I hope that they're found. Yes. Okay. This is a great comment. Thank you so much, Cheeks, for being a member for 8 months. Thank you. Thank you. You said we got to stop putting caseworkers in places where law enforcement should be. It's a problem, especially in a custody dispute. We also have to stop putting those supervising people visits, because Jilian Kelley is not like going down there to supervise visits with a weapon. She's just reporting back to the court. That's what she's doing. She's not going down there to be like, all right, if something happens, I'm going to intervene. No, she's not doing that. So I'm so glad, Cheeks, that you said this. You would think that so many years later, especially after the Josh Powell case, how many of you guys remember the Josh Powell case? Let me know in the chat. Y'all remember the Josh Powell case where they were doing exchanges of she was bringing the kids in for a visit. This was a caseworker, and what does Josh Powell do? He stabs his children and sets the house on fire. Takes like minutes right after she dropped off those kids there. They were closing in on Josh Powell. What did you think the caseworker was supposed to do? Was she supposed to be in there and just show her badge and be like, I'm a caseworker, let me walk in there and intervene? No. When there's a custody dispute, the shit is crazy. Do not put these people that aren't armed, don't have weapons, that aren't able to do anything in such situations. The job doesn't even pay for that. You guys, stop it. It's infuriating, Cheeks. I'm sorry. This reminded me of the Josh Powell case when you said that, and I have mentioned it before. Hey, Poe. Maya says, thank you, Maya, for becoming a member. And Liz, thank you for gifting memberships. If you guys got a membership from Liz, please put a heart in the chat. Yes. Yeah. And are we ever really going to know the truth on that case? Are we ever really going to know anything? He blew up the house. This is what I'm saying. It's like people are putting professionals that aren't armed, that aren't trained to deal with such situations in such predicaments. And what are they supposed to do? If something happened, what was Jilian Kelley supposed to do? Was she supposed to stop everybody? No. That caseworker, what happened with Josh Powell, was she supposed to intervene in that? No. Stop. Like, this is just crazy to me that we do these to these professionals, and then the court has oversight these cases. The court has to take a level of responsibility. The judge that decided this, people get really reckless in these custody battles. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me that this is happening, and this is where we're at right now. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to more updates on this and see. Because guess what? The women are still, hold up, y'all. My screen got bigger. The women are still missing, you guys. They have not been found. They're still, we need to figure out what happened to these women, right? Somebody knows something. There was 4 people involved. Y'all don't think that there's no witnesses out there? 4 people involved. Nobody saw anything? Nobody knows nothing? I don't know.
2 missing moms will be found alive. We've told you about this story. They vanished while on a trip to the Oklahoma Panhandle. Investigators say Jilian Kelley and Veronica Butler's SUV was found abandoned just south of Elkhart, Kansas. They found evidence of foul play, but will still not say what that is. The 2 were reportedly going to Eva, Oklahoma to pick up Butler's children. People in the town of Hugoton, Kansas, where the women are from, saying lingering questions about the women's disappearance are making things more difficult.
Mm.
I want to know that they're okay and they're going to come back, but as the days roll by, it's just getting harder and harder to stay positive and keep the faith, and it's just hard.
I don't know. This is why, and I hate to say it. I hate to put this out there, but I have to say it. They got to check the local pig farms. That's what they have to do. They have to check this whole local place. Thank you, Glow. Yeah, they have never, for those that, because we were talking about Josh Powell, they have never found Susan Powell. That man, in my opinion, died knowing, and I think his father is dead too. There is just so much freakiness to this situation. You said allegedly. That's what I heard too. I don't know if that's been confirmed. That grandmother admitted to the crime. I heard different people say that. I just haven't found a source that's viable to say that that's what happened. However, now that they got them arrested, turn it up. Turn it up. Let everybody know what's going on. Okay, we need to have some confessions. We need to have some finger pointing. People need to, I'm telling you, people, we need to take these custody cases very serious. You said Veronica's cousin works for my wife. Wow. It's a sad situation. Susan Powell is, ooh, that's what I heard too. Lots of drama, apparently. It's the death penalty's there for, I believe, grandmother will fold and blame everybody. Somebody. And then she sure looks smug. And you see that other guy that was like smiling in that mugshot? I don't think that's the boyfriend. It's like the other guy. We'll show the mugshot here in a minute. But he's like smiling. I don't know, guys.
Yellow ribbons have been placed across town, and local businesses also raising money for the women's families. They say so far they've collected more than $2,000. The spot where the women's SUV was found is also now marked with yellow ribbons and sunflowers.
Late breaking tonight, 4 people arrested in connection to the 2 missing women out of the Oklahoma Panhandle. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Mecca Rain. Let's get straight to KOCO's Dakota Wapakichi. He joins us live. And Dakota, you just spoke with OSBI on this investigation. What did they tell you?
Yeah, Mecca, 4 people were arrested in Texas and Cimarron counties on multiple accounts relating to the disappearances of 39-year-old Jilian Kelley and 27-year-old Veronica Butler. Now, the suspects here on the screen, 43-year-old Tad Cullum, 44-year-old Cora Twombly, 50-year-old Cole Twombly, and 54-year-old Tiffany Adams were all arrested today.
All right, there's the mug. Oh, there's the mug shots. Sorry, guys. There's the mug shots right there. Y'all see those mugs? Y'all see those mugs right there? Let me get the mic over here. Mugshot, this guy right here. His name is Cole. I mean, he's like, look at his face. Look at his face. Yeah, it's like an evil ass smile. That smirk, right? Look at the face. Yeah, and the pool of blood is an assumption too. Please keep that in mind. People, that's what sources are reporting. We don't know. So that's okay. Yes. So Thad, on my side at least, he's the first one far, far on this side. And then you have this other guy. So what role do all these men, well, do these 2 men play with this? And then grandmother is Tiffany, who's like the second next to Thad, excuse me. So that's grandmother. Cora. What's Cora? What does she play a part into this? What does she have to do with this? Not Joe said this is like the hills have eyes. Lord have mercy. Y'all see that? You said the names are wrong? So wait a minute. Hold up. Let me pull the mugs. Did they align them wrong? Well, we'll just go to the source. Thank you for the heads up. Thank you for the heads up. Cole Twombly. Did they get the names wrong? That would be funny. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Oh, no. No. Okay. Ooh. Here we go. It said, Cheeks, you're 100% right on the comment. Did they get the names wrong? They just got them out of order. The names are wrong. Okay, so Thad is actually This one, and Cole is the first one, if I'm hearing this correctly. I also thought Cole was a cattle farmer and not a pig farmer. I heard cattle too. All right, hold up, y'all. Let's get right to the mugs. Well, let's. So, what did News Nation say? Hopefully, they got their names right.
Disappeared in Oklahoma 2 weeks ago.
Hold up.
Nancy Lou joining us from Hugoton, Kansas.
We just watched this one.
Husband.
Oh.
This year, I got serious about my taxes. I met with the turbo.
Hold up, y'all. We just saw this. I can't believe they got the mug names wrong. That is so tacky. Let me go back to here and let's finish this one and then we'll find it.
Today on 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. They're all currently at the Texas County Jail, and unfortunately, OSBI says they are still continuing to locate the 2 victims and ask anyone with information about the case to contact them.
Wow.
It's a long process. There's a lot of steps that go into a investigation like this, but in order to, arrest those that we believe are responsible for the disappearance of Veronica Butler and Jilian Kelley, it's something that we are very appreciative of all the help, and not just local law enforcement, but the local people too.
Now, again, they have not found the bodies. If you have any information, call 911. Reporting live, Dakota Wapakichi.
You said, Poe said that it's giving meth vibes. You said he's giving meth vibes. Well, it's giving something, definitely. You think the names are right, DJ? I don't know. People are saying that the names are wrong. The mugshots look like a poster from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, my God. Listen, that whole area is just weird. This is weird. And no bodies have been found. You said I'm hours behind, so I'm starting from the beginning. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. I may be wrong, LOL, but they both look like the guys in the grandmother's profile pics. I'm confused. Hey, Cindy Bunny, thank you for renewing your membership. Shout out to you. How did the grandmother have custody when she has a lengthy criminal record? You better ask the court that. That's another question for the court. Another question for these judges. This is what I'm saying. It's like, y'all can say CPS did this. No. See, the court is approving this shit. They're approving the visitation. They're saying, no. The buck stops at CPS most of the time. But if you sit back and you wonder, well, who's approving? Who's doing this? Who's signing off these custody disputes? Who's giving custody? Who's taking it away? It's the court. You guys got to pay attention to that. So this is what I'm saying, Sarah. Great point. Great point. Let's see. This case is so fishy, right? It really is, because it's not your normal case that you'd be like, well, this is pretty black and white. You said all these tax commercials, they'll be done by tomorrow. Y'all better do your taxes, okay? Do your taxes. I still got to finish mine. Sorry, y'all. Full confession. I still got to finish mine. Okay. Let's get it together. Let's get it together and see what else has been put out there about this whole situation. This very sad situation for sure. Let me go back to the Facebook post, because there have been, let's see, I want to go directly to the OSBI presser. And I don't think that they had anything formal. I think that they just, posted something directly. I just don't think that this is a great way to read it. But here we go. Let's go ahead and share this right here. I'm going to disappear here for a minute. Shout out to everybody, guys. Make sure you're hitting the like button, please. And thank you. Shout out to everybody. Okay. So we have 4 arrests in connection to the Texas disappearance case. Now, this was the presser that was released on April 13th, and that was yesterday. Texas County, Oklahoma, on March 30th, 2024, the Texas County Sheriff's Office requested that the Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigations to investigate the suspicious disappearance of 27-year-old Veronica Butler and 39-year-old Jilian Kelley. Their vehicles were found abandoned near Highway 95 and Road L, south of Elkhart, Kansas, and rural Texas County. The OSBI special agent immediately began investigating the vehicle and determined there was evidence to indicate foul play. They put that out there, okay? Yeah, I think the names are correct. So I don't know if people. Thank you, Sassy Girl. I'm pretty sure that they're correct. Um, So on April 13th, and we saw them go in there. 43-year-old Thad Bert, okay, 51-year-old Tiffany Adams. So Thad is on top, Tiffany Adams on the bottom. All right. And then we have 44-year-old Cora, which is next. I think this is the order that they have. And who is it? Cora were arrested in, is it Cimarron County? All 4 individuals were booked into the Texas County Jail on 2 counts of first-degree murder, and 2 counts of kidnapping, and a count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. Now, I find the counts to be very interesting, but they were booked on first-degree murder. So clearly, we're not thinking that these women are alive anymore, okay? But the conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree, that's interesting. Amanda says, Rabbit, I sent you the pic on Granny's pic of them and had me confused to your email. Okay, I will check my email because I know I got a lot of emails from you folks on this case. Thank you, Amanda, for sending me an email. And let me check it right now, okay? Let me pull it up. The OSBI, local law enforcement, are still working to locate the 2 victims. This is interesting. Oh, oh, wow. Y'all, let me show you what Miss Amanda sent me on my email. Lord have mercy. All right, Miss Amanda, here we go. Y'all ready to see this? Let me get myself, let me remove myself and let me remove, hold up. Let me remove this comment right here. Ooh. Thank you, Vic. Shout out to you. This is the profile pic. Don't that look like the boyfriend? And then there's Tiffany Adams. Is that her boyfriend? That's definitely her boyfriend. Right? Don't that, I mean, they look, that's it. That's him and her. You think the conspiracy charge because there's no body? This is them, you guys. This is them. Thank you, Amanda, for this. You think they must listen? They must have planned this whole thing. They must have. So they had the court hearing on the 17th, right? Had the court hearing on the 17th, and she was supposed to have overnight visits, unsupervised visits. This was making grandmother allegedly. Now this is where are my conspiracy theory rabbit ears? I don't have them here. Baby Bunny took them. They're somewhere. Now I'm about to speculate something because I've seen this happen before. It wouldn't surprise me if this made grandmother really nervous. Now, she's shown a pattern of behavior of where, she didn't want her children going with their father. Now, I'm not saying that she wasn't concerned. I'm not saying that there was no concern whatsoever. I'm sure that there was a lot of concern for them to have any kind of visit. But if there was CPS oversight, reunification is always the goal. There's been a lot of changes legislatively. There's been a lot. Matter of fact, former President Donald Trump in 2019 signed something for there to be the Families First Prevention Act, for there to be more basis on reunification for children to their families. And if they can't do it directly with the mother, they're going to do it with the grandparent. But my thought is this. She was showing signs of not only was she not rescheduling these visits, but she was also not like following up, releasing these kids. The clearly there was concerns from her own son saying like you're kidnapping my own kids. Something's up here. You said I think you meant that she didn't want them to go with their mother. Yes, thank you. Tiffany is yes, sorry. I misspoke. Tiffany didn't want the kids to go to Veronica. Thank you. Conspiracy charge just meant that multiple people had discussed and planned this. So there's got to be other witnesses. There's got to be other witnesses to this. They had to have consulted with other people. And the fact that I think Jilian Kelley just happened to be casualty at this point. That's what it was. Honestly, like I can't think of it any other way. How beautiful. Do they have to do conspiracy theory because they all work together and they don't have the ringleader yet? I don't know. Let me see what you guys are saying. Conspiracy charge just meant that multiple people are involved. Roy, you kind of have to wonder if anybody else heard it. Somebody overheard it. Yeah, so she's totally a bystander, right, Sarah? She just got hurt and mixed up in this thing. Glow says they sure look rough. That's them, DJ says that. They look older. They look older now. She definitely don't look like that picture right here. Kind of makes you wonder how old is this picture. This is really sad. Amanda, thank you so much for sharing that with me. Hold up. There might be another one. Let me see. Because Amanda, I think I only got one in here. Amanda came in with the info. Hold up. Hold up. There might be more. There might be more emails on this. Oh, wow. I think this is okay. And News Nation was the one that was speculating on the pool of blood based on what other sources were telling them, but we don't know. Amanda says this is 2018. Messy Beautiful Ball says, I think they were charged conspiracy because they all conspire together and it doesn't matter who the ringleader is. I believe there will be more charges on the conspiracy charges will stay. All right. Y'all think that there's more people besides the 4 involved? You think that other people were consulted? You said, I bet 20 Granny was the green leader, and that's my opinion. I mean, who's got a vested interest in making the mother disappear and hurting the mother? Who has the vested interest? It would be Granny, right? For these, I mean, that would be motive, in my opinion. Bridget, that's a great question. So, who are with these people right here? Let me put this picture down again. Amanda, thank you so much for this. Who are these other 2 then, right? So this right here, these 2 are mom or grandmother and boyfriend. Who are these 2 and what party, how do they play a role to this? Did they know about it? Did they help dispose? Did they do something? So the charges, thank you, Vic. I'll read the charges again. The charges are as follow. So let's see. All 4 individuals, they said all 4 individuals were booked into the Texas County Jail on 2 counts of first-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. Yeah. They're all friends? But yeah, why the other 2? But they all share the same counts. Deb says, yes, more involved. There will be charged. There will be charged. There'll be more charges coming through. Comment. Ginger says, if it's the son's parents, then is he possibly part of it? Allegedly, like the family? I thought like the family of the dentist, or there's been a couple of families like this. There's also the lawyer, the Adelson case. Keep that in mind. I thought that the father of the children was like in rehab or something. He might actually not have anything to do with it. Sarah says, I read it on Reddit. They're searching for Thad's land. Okay, let me go to Reddit, y'all, because apparently Reddit is the spot for everything that's going on. Do you guys think that their bodies would be buried in is that what everybody's thinking? Now, they have not been found. That's speculation, okay? Missing Kansas. When mothers, let's go to Reddit real quick. Ooh, a week ago. Okay, a day ago. Let's go to the most up-to-date thread. Okay, here we go. Shout out to all the Redditors. Y'all, Reddit is a different beast. Shout out to them. FBI, SWAT, and local law enforcement bringing the heat to arrest 4 in Kansas missing mom. Okay, they have links. Ooh, oh, see, and this is the footage of it. So Nancy Lou has been the reporter that's been out there kind of on this. Look at this, y'all. Who does this for an arrest? They are not playing. Nobody gets arrested like this, you guys. Okay, you said it's an open carry? Okay, hold up, y'all. Let me mute this real quick so we can tell there's no sound other than them driving. Vic says the criminal law of most states say that you commit conspiracy to commit murder if you agree with one or more other people to intentionally and unlawfully kill someone. That's interesting. So if you agree with one or more people, so all those 4 individuals might have agreed or were involved. Layman's terms, here it is. If you plan with someone or multiple people, there you go. There you go. Let's see. I know, right? Hold up. Who gets arrested like this? Cold-blooded murderers. Kate says, I can never wrap my head around harming children like this. Yeah, you know, Kate, ultimately, the children have been harmed by this. You've taken their mother. Like, ultimately, and then not only that, you've taken yourself as somebody who is supposed to be a protector. This is crazy. These 4 people ruined their lives and now they have nobody. They don't. And clearly the father's not very stable. They don't have anybody. I mean, it sounds like they have Veronica's family. Veronica's ex-dad was driven to rehab from jail on the 22nd of March by his dad and spent was early. You mean he spent the time in jail or rehab and was early and had an hour and a half to spend with his dad before the officials checked in. So, beautiful messy ball, are you saying that the father is not cleared from this as well? I mean, he's not being arrested. He's not in the mugshot. Debbie Lynn says it's an open carry state and those folks were packing. Clearly. I mean, this is giving Waco vibes. This is giving Waco vibes, right? You said until it's confirmed, we don't know what they conspired to do. We can assume it was M, but it could have been kidnapping. You're right. But one of the charges is kidnapping. You're right. You're right. The mother of the victims wrote on her Facebook that they are dead. Who? The mother of whose victim? The mother of one of the victims? The mother, Veronica or Jilian? When did they write that? I don't think it's been confirmed by law enforcement, though. I kind of want to be careful with that. Um, mm. That's right, Salty. We don't know. That's what I'm saying is we need to confirm with law enforcement. Who says that the women are murdered? They haven't found them. Well, I mean, the charges are interesting. I would say that, but they haven't been found. The charges are, and they read, all 4 individuals booked into the county jail for 2 counts of first-degree murder. Are we thinking that the women are still alive? You said they have not been charged technically. He's cleared either. He's not cleared either. That said, there doesn't need to seem to be evidence that he's involved. This is dad. We don't know. You said one of the mothers said that she had passed, but they haven't confirmed them. Jillian's mom said that Jillian passed. Amanda, you want to send me that if you have a screenshot of it, can you send it to my email? The one that you sent the other one to? Yeah, you know, and I really hope that dad is not involved in this. Let me tell you, I really hope that is not the case because that would just be horrible. That would just be horrible to find that out. And by the way, for those that were wondering, the children's age are 6 and 8. These children are they're the little kids, you guys, without their mothers, like, and then we don't even know, does Jillian have kids of her own as well? Because that was, if that is the case, that's been also something that we need to kind of consider. These women are victims for sure. They haven't been found, so we don't know. Okay, all right. Sovereign citizens, yeah, and probably or do have armed compounds before the tanks. Well, let's just say this, they have no respect for any kind of law enforcement. To do what they did, I mean, to not sign up, not reschedule those visits, they don't have any kind of, they don't care. They don't care. I really hope that the father's not involved, though. I'm praying that that is the case, because that would really suck. Like, let's just hope that the father is just somebody who, he wasn't there. You don't think that the dad is involved? Yeah, yeah, hippie. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a good way to put it. Amanda says Jillian has 4 kids. So Jillian was a mother herself too. I don't know, you guys. I guess we will see what develops from this. And I'm trying really hard not to go on speculation, because you guys, these are this is real life, as we're reporting this is real life. I hope that they are. Let me see if I have any updates, okay? I'm going to check before I head out, but I really hope that this isn't the horrible outcome that we think it is, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, there is no, other than the arrest, there is no other updates. Now, they have some arrests. Do you guys think that they will be found? For all we know? Do you guys think that they will be found? Let me know in the chat. What do you guys think? Will these women be found? I'm kind of wondering. I'm checking the chat. There were many vehicles on site due to the fact that all agencies were on scene. Kate says, I hope that the dad was not involved and get his life together for these kids. They need him. They need him. You feel for Jillian's kids and family. They had nothing to do with this mess. No, they were just helping with the visitation per grandmother's request. Right. I would agree with your statement on this, Never In. I saw the post from Jillian's mom. Kimmy, you saw it too? All right. Let me see if I can find it. Is she the one that's saying this? Because I want to be careful. Like I said, we don't know. Oh, Lord. Let me see. Oh, man. I mean, it's just so sad. I'm seeing a lot of pictures, but I don't want to flash these people. I'm not seeing the posts, but I guess people are speculating that Jillian is no longer alive. Let me type in one more time and see. And if you guys find it, can you guys email it to me, please? And thank you. Hold up. Let me check the chat. Because I don't know. Panhandle scanner. I think they have a scanner going on that site too. Late to the chat. Off to work. Thank you so much, Never In. Let me show you guys what I'm seeing on Facebook, okay? Oh. So this is the same picture that we had. Okay. Based on the information and evidence obtained during the course of the investigation, we believe it's appropriate to charge all 4 suspects. We said that. This is the video of this is considered a raid at this point. The video of the raid, the property owned by one of the 4 suspects in the murder of, they're calling it the murder of Veronica Butler and Jillian. At this point, we're so sorry for the children involved. Now we pray for justice for everyone involved. Follow the story here. Oh, it's a blog. Yeah, but they're not really showing that post. Mhm. Pastor here, seeing a lot of comments about why a pastor's wife would be involved in this situation. Oh man, come on now. I've been on trips exactly like this before. My wife. So this is her husband. This is Jillian's husband. You send me the email. Thank you, love. I'll check it right now. Let's see what they're saying. Oh, wow. So what they put up there, and I want to be careful because I don't want to dox the lady's name, but she put you know how on Facebook you could put a post and put a message and there's like a colorful background to it? She put in there, I know I saw it. She put in there, Jillian passed away. Jillian has passed. That's what she put. This is from family member from Jillian. It looks like Jillian's mother. Jillian has passed. This is really sad. I know patty cakes. That's what they reported, but we don't know. They haven't confirmed the exact situation. So I kind of want to be careful. They have enough evidence to charge with murder, so I'm sure the family has been told, right, Jordy T? So the pastor, which is Jillian's husband, put in this Facebook group. Seeing a lot of comments wondering why a pastor's wife would be in this situation. I've been on trips exactly like this myself. My wife has helped in pretty similar situations. When people need help with all kinds of things, they often reach out to the local churches, and oftentimes the pastor and wives are the ones who end up responding. Sometimes they're cold calls. Yeah, the local churches are helpful this way. They often reach out to local churches, and oftentimes the pastor and wife are the ones who end up responding. Sometimes they are cold calls, people who found your website on Google listings, or sometimes it's people you already have relationships through the church and social life. When I worked at DHS, we had a lot of relationships with the churches, and so they would reach out to like various like churches and stuff when they needed supervised visits. Because the thing about the churches is that they already have a lot of certification that a lot of the states require for supervised visits. So yeah, this is very correct. This The husband is correct on this. Being the third party for a supervised visits would be pretty normal for I and or my wife to agree to. Like I said, I have accompanied a parent on trips like multiple times. Not because we are professionals at it, but simply because someone needs our help. That's absolutely correct. So, at the core of the Christian faith is a willingness to serve others, even and especially when it comes to personal cost or risk. This is what I'm saying is that they're going out there and they're risking themselves. This should have been at a police station when it's such a contentious relationship. And then the grandmother already has prior charges, criminal convictions. She had no regard for the law. She does not care. She was willing to risk it all. And now you have all these people involved. This is why when people blame DHS, no, blame the courts. Blame the profession, blame every professional involved. You can't just stop it at DHS. It has to be the court who agreed for them to stop at a halfway stop. Blame the court. The court is the one that signs it. The court is the one that orders it. It's not just DHS. These women, like I said, and I'll repeat it again, Jillian was not armed. They're supervising visits for a safety component. If there's a safety component and you need a supervisor, you should have done it at a police station for them to meet, not at an abandoned gas station. That's where the court failed the entire family, the children. That's what had happened. It's the same thing with Josh Powell. You can't expect a caseworker to carry a gun. What was she supposed to do in there? Jump in there? Position herself in a situation where she gets killed? No, this is so wrong. Anyways, let me keep reading. So, at the core of the Christian faith is a willingness to serve others. We read that. We do so in faith, knowing that it is right to help someone like Veronica, even when we face danger or risk in the course of helping. Even if we give our lives, it will have been worth it because to have loved someone, okay. Sorry, y'all. I really don't, because it's like really sad to read a lot of this. And out of respect for the husband and everything. Okay, there's another post. Jillian's mom posted saying that the grandmother admitted to offering both, but she removed the post. Oh, okay. I mean, allegedly, I don't know if it hasn't been confirmed. Reality says yes, the courts has the last say, but they take DHS recommendations very seriously. Absolutely. They do. You're absolutely right. The court has the last say. You said the judge is now under 24-hour security now. So they're over there protecting the judge. Okie, get the fuck out of here, man. All right. And that's just me feeling some type of way about how we see, yeah, thank you. How we see DHS as a scapegoat. They are not the police. They usually aren't armed. Thank you. As somebody, I worked in DHS for a little over 10 years, 10 years plus. And let me tell you, I saw it all the time. I saw it all the time where DHS always gets blamed for shit. But then you also have guardian ad litems that are involved. You also have the parents have their own attorneys. The grandparents typically have it. Like, this is what bothers me. It's like it stops right there when really in reality, there's multiple professionals involved and the court has oversight. You can only stop this for you can only blame somebody for so long. I'm just saying. They're not police. They're usually armed. And if there's violence, they're just apt to be injured or worse. I've seen it done. Stop blaming the social workers. Yes. Thank you for saying that. And I agree with you on that. All right, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Shout out to everybody in here. Look, Cinnabunny, Liz. Liz, thank you for gifting. Maya, thank you for becoming a member. Cheeks, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Come get this commentary. Kiva, thank you for gifting a membership and being a member for 21 months. Train Monkey, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Wim, thank you for gifting. Sarah, thank you. Chico, thank you for being a member for 16 months. Bossy, thank you for renewing your membership. You're awesome. Jessica, and thank you for being a member for 4 months. I will let you guys go because I got to go tend to Baby Bunny. But you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you guys feel about this whole situation? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.